Welcome back to the Project Show. Every shift here with another video podcast. You can see here on the side all this food waste and garbage, which we will talk about. Talk is pretty pointless, isn't it? Let's just get through it. It always seems like there's going to be a cycle. I had to restart this video. That seems like another cycle as well. Basically, I started the video after having a week of not recording, and which you can probably tell because I'm in a different tower right now. But basically, turns out that I was able to get enough done, and even as I started today, there was a mic malfunction. I ended up not having the mic plugged in, so there's a lot of problems with that as well. And then I had to start all over again about 10 minutes in, not doing a mic check, realizing that's just not recording everything. Anyway, so that being said, what you saw earlier literally was the thumbnail, and all that food there is the main topic of the video, and that waste. So first of all, 3 things. What's the main highlight? What's something, positive you want to share, the most important thing of the day for you? Secondly, what was something that you wanted to vent, any sort of frustrations? Don't go into any sort of gory private detail, but of course you can if there's nothing negative to vent about, then all the better. And then the third thing, if there is anything related to the topic of this video, so if you have any trash or waste, or you bought any groceries and food items, let's just talk about that. Feel free to leave comments inside the Reddit, Discord, as well as YouTube, and so on and so forth. On top of that, if you want to switch out any of those above 3 for something more lighthearted, like a funny meme or joke, feel free to do that as well. All right. Of course, I'm going to try to do the introduction again, but basically slice of life and in real life mishmashed together to create this authentic VR paradox. Grandpa's slice of life for orphans, without lessons for orphans. And man, I really have to get this word out because that's not it doesn't sound like I know what the hell I'm talking about. Domains of life on the right hand side covers like finances, health, and that kind of stuff. And on the left hand side we have like artificial intelligence, self-improvement, psychotherapy. So it's kind of this mishmash of daily life lessons, or just experiences in general. And if you're down for the ride, I appreciate you coming alongside. So here's appreciation animation because thanks for people who listen and join our subscribers. I know this one's going to be a bit boring if you can't tell, but again, these are meant pretty much for the daily commute. So hopefully this just get through this kind of garbage that's covered today, and mostly it's going to be food. So there will be some backstory behind most of the stuff. I'm going to start off by saying that it's going to be a lot of class 2 items. Class 2 items being things that are items of insecurity from domestic guardians, not guardians, biological birth givers. And what a word to say. But basically, there are some items here: instant noodles, spicy Korean instant noodles. Inside are some soup packets and salt as well. And then on inside, there's also other garbage like napkins, paper napkins, as well as chocolate and some unfinished noodles, as well as the seasoning, which is usually really high in sodium. So that's all class 2 items. It's all going to be garbage once I finish it, but that's on the side. Okay. In addition, we also have these crackers here, Skymark crackers, Spy crackers. That's also class 2 item. And also, there's 2 of those, plus the third one here, which is almond cookie. These are all class 2 items. Because of that, I have no idea how much they cost. It's just kind of something reminiscent of a time where we used to get along better, and so I have eaten some of that, and I really wasn't supposed to. I don't think, or it's not really about supposed to or not supposed to at this point. Well, you just do what you do. Here we have a packet of Reese's Pieces, cookie brand, chocolate cookie brand. I literally only buy this because sometimes I go in and I have no idea what I'm going to eat, and I want something small, just a snack, because I don't want a large meal. This is not good in any way whatsoever. It has so much saturated fat. The whole package has about 120% saturated fat, so like 20 to 25 grams, and sugars at least 90 grams of sugar in the whole package. So it's horrible for you. I would not recommend ever buying this stuff unless you can eat a little bit of it at a time. I'm just gonna place it inside, garbage inside, and the cookies. And so that's all gone now. It's all gonna go to the garbage as well. What else? Okay, so I talked about class 2 items, right? So we have also some class 2 items here. This one is a lid. Here's some class 2 items here. Quite a bit. Over here on the left hand side, we have these like chicken bones on the inside. This was a class 2 raw material, like chicken breast and also some veggies, but they were cooked up by my sibling. So he's a great cook, honestly, and yeah, treated me out for a little bit of that kind of stuff just to allow me to test and see what it tasted like. I can't complain. It's actually, of course, anytime he cooks, I think it's really good. Always really well done. So that was nice. Again, mostly a class 2 item because the raw materials, the veggies and stuff came from the fridge. The biological birth givers. On the side here, I want to stop saying that, you know. In order to stop saying that, just don't. You know? But we still have more stuff. Only this particular. I haven't said this in many videos. Largely, we have some stuff here. We have some Q-tips. So it's 3 lids back to back. There's a plastic lid, rectangular, and then there's a circular lid, and then there's a smaller circular lid. So on the outside, the circular lid is something that I received as a class 4 item, meaning it's something like a gift from someone I regard as a friend or a volunteer or a business person, or just from networking or social support, and so on and so forth. And that's for, I'll show you in a moment, but it's just some Chinese instant noodles. Not Chinese instant noodles, Chinese egg noodles. And it's purchased outside a restaurant. And then there's a circular lid here, and that actually is actually the container for the chicken meal that my sibling cooked up. Because it doesn't belong in this container. This container itself is recyclable as well, but the chicken isn't, so I'm gonna throw it in the garbage. The lid goes on top, one of the lids here, and it's for a container of taro flavored cookies. I need cookies though. Anyways, very brittle stuff and lots of crumbs. And then on the inside, so there's a lid outside from the business person, a new friend, I suppose. On the inside, a community member. We have another lid that's for the cookies, and then we have the smallest lid on the inside, and that's also from the business partner. Not business partner, but the business person. Okay. And where's it come from? It comes from this. This is a, you know, we can't drink it anymore. It's definitely spoiled, but it was some iced lemonade. And yeah, this definitely belongs in the can. It's fucking garbage. But you have 3 lids here, and I'm just gonna put them all aside. In fact, I'm gonna toss away more garbage in a moment. So I wonder how I'm gonna do this. You know what? Why don't we sort this out first? So those are some items. I think there's still one more class. Yeah, the napkins are class 2, by the way, as well. Here's the last class 2 item here, I believe. And these Phoenix cookies, or traditional Chinese like pork cookies. That's what they are called. I ate about like 4 of these, and again, class 2. Okay. Now I think that's all the class 2 items, as well as a bunch of other stuff that was not. And what I'm going to do now is just try to cover the remaining garbage so that I can do a freeze frame. I say like a little snap Harry Houdini, and then we can sort of aggregate everything together into one pile of batteries. There's a lot of sanitation and cleaning in this video. Alright, so the things that are not still. So these are more things I purchased that are just junk. Never tried this before. Again, I just went into dollar store and I said, you know, what's cheap and affordable that is probably not too unhealthy. But I ended up buying something that was quite unhealthy anyways. This is toasted coconut marshmallows. There's no way. This is so fucking stupid. Marshmallows. You can't eat that for lunch, man, buddy. But that's what it is, alright? It's 16 grams of sugar, 30 grams. And yeah, that's what it, I just never tried it before. Literally, that's all it is. I'm finding a little bit of rhythm now, I feel like. Speaking of sanitation, we actually are doing the laundry right now. So I will yeah, whatever, man. And then we also have so this was like $1 or $2. Same thing here, $1 or $2, $1.45 from a grocery store, Metro. Irresistible brand, dill pickle, spicy dill pickle chips. Sounds disgusting, probably for the regular person it is. I actually kind of like it. There's still a few more things, unbelievably, but you know, it's quite believable. Not so many days. Let's just accumulate this stuff. Taking up some receipts right now left on the floor. Okay. Here's I think the last item. Or no, not the last item. We have green plantain chips from Grace brand. These ones are by far one of the most healthiest things you can purchase. That's a non-perishable. If you can't tell, everything I purchase is basically non-perishable because I'm trying to move out. 9 grams of fiber for the whole package, and 40% saturated fat. It's not bad considering it's plantain chips. But most importantly, it's got very, very little sodium and very, very little sugar. 2 grams of sugar, right? It's basically nothing. And then 220 milligrams of sodium. That's decent, but it accounts for that by having almost 700 milligrams of potassium. Anyways, so what we're doing, and there's some stuff here on the floor.
But the kids are already saying,
so we took. Wait, there's a banana here. That's also by far one of the healthiest things we have. That is very affordable.
Make it an ocean view and let the kids.
There were 2 bananas. I ate one already yesterday.
Drop them off at
and on the inside, I can see that there's also like a Wendy's bag
and make it a room for
and a Longos bag. In the Longos bag, we had like
whatever you make it
bought a carrot muffin yesterday, for example, as well as some Gatorade, mango flavored Gatorade Fit, so it has no sugar. And then we also have a bag inside here that's from like McDonald's or Wendy's. There's 2 of them. McDonald's, we had like a everything bagel with cream cheese, and that was over the weekend when we were trying to work outside. Couldn't do. Turns out our laptop was busted. And then we also had Wendy's just yesterday, and that's obviously a whole lot less healthy. All I did was I went there to try out new food because I was a little stressed at night. Coming in after trying to fill out some cover letters, resumes, and hand applications to certain employment services, and because we're moving on to that side. I don't even talk about that side. That's probably the most. It's not interesting, but it's definitely more important side, and I feel like I always keep not being able to discuss that kind of content as it happens. But another bag here on the inside, Wendy's. We had that new deal $2. They call it a frosty, but it's not frosty. A frosty is like, you know, ice. It's like slushy. It's actually just chocolate ice cream, and they call it frosty. But for $2, whatever. And had like a chicken wrap or something like that. That's everything. And you know, for the most part, the stuff here is like sort of $1, $2, $3. Most of it's like $2 each, except for the meals. You know, there's a container here as well. I forgot to mention, showcase it to you as well. This is the, as I said, with business partner, right? There's that lid here that I was holding on to earlier, right? And it's also from, this is the egg noodles. I'm trying to hold it without it falling down, so it caused a great mess. But basically, these egg noodles here had like some Chinese vegetables as well as some raw sauce, mushrooms, and stuff like that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a freeze capture frame, and there's also some Q-tips or whatever this garbage there inside as well. Q-tips, you know, ear swab basically. And most of this stuff is going to the garbage. So in 3, 2, and 1, we're gonna freeze, and that's it. So look at that. So we even stuffed the lemonade cup with all the trash, most of the napkins, the packaging from the chocolate, from the marshmallows, all inside here into the chip bag, including the disposable utensils and Q-tips. And then on this side we have the chicken with the lid on. I mean, not the chicken, the cookie and the chicken with the lid on. And then we have this cartridge here with the instant noodles with the lid on as well. And all of these are supposed to be recyclable, but because they're so dirty, they might as well belong in the trash can. Honestly, it's not a big deal. the impact is just so small whether you toss this inside the recycling bin or not. Not a great example of what you should be doing, but that is what it is. So, and it's the truth. So here it is. These 3 cartridges, which probably belong in the recycling bin, they're not washed, they're dirty. They're probably just gonna go straight to the trash can. And I think that's about everything. Yeah. So I'm gonna take these 4, and this is trash. These 3 are supposed to be recyclable, but most likely will also be in the trash. So 1, 2, 3 here, just like that. Make a little snapshot. Go to the side of the door, and then it's going straight out to the garbage can. Now, I've got to end this, so if I have to do the laundry, I notice that it's probably finished. I heard some noise earlier, so that's what makes me think that the laundry is finished. And so see you guys in the next one. Appreciate you showing up. So I think I'm supposed to end off in some way, but because I haven't done this in a while, I actually don't remember what I was supposed to say. Whatever, guys. See you in the next one. Again, the next one's probably going to be receipts of everything that happened last week. And then maybe some sanitation equipment, the video afterwards. The major purchases that are not food related. So most of it's sanitation, hygiene, and cleaning. But there's also a device. I don't know if I'm going to cover it. We'll consider it. See you guys in the next one. Peace.